This is Unit 1, Video 2, the New England Colonies. The New England Colonies included the colonies of Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Connecticut, as well as New Hampshire. Because of poor and rocky soil, as well as a short growing season in New England, large-scale agriculture was not nearly as prevalent in New England as it was in the southern colonies. They did, however, have plenty of forest, which helped New England become shipbuilders. They also had many harbors that allowed them to become fishermen and commercial traders as well. This lack of large scale agriculture is going to lead to fewer slaves in the New England colonies, and that's going to be an important connection down the road as we look at the differences between the northern states and the southern states in this class. The southern colonies, as we talked about in the last video, were largely founded for economic gain, for profit. New England colony was originally founded for religious reasons, however. The colonists believed that Native Americans needed Christianity. However, they constantly had conflicts over land, and King Philip's War is a prime example of this warfare. Here you can see the map for the New England colonies, and if you'll notice, you have Connecticut, Rhode Island, Massachusetts, New Hampshire, and then you also have Maine. Currently, that is the state of Maine, but it used to be a part of Massachusetts. So at this time, it was just considered the northern part of Maine. It won't be until 1820 that Maine becomes a state. And here you see a picture of some shipbuilders in the New England colonies rendering of that time period. If we go to your questions and look at your assigned questions for the New England colonies, the first question asks, why were the New England colonies founded? And as we said, unlike the southern colonies, which were founded for profit, the New England colonies were founded for religious reasons. When you think about the Pilgrims, this is usually what comes to mind as the New England colonies. How did the geography of the New England colonies impact their development? Much like the South, their economic development was largely based on their geography. Because New England had poor soil and rocky soil, also because they had a short growing season, large-scale agriculture was not possible in the New England colonies as it was in the South. So the geography for New England, because they have plenty of forests and natural harbors, is going to naturally make them fishermen as well as commercial traders in this area of the continental U.S. Relations with Native Americans in the New England colonies were not better than they were in the South. They had plenty of conflict back and forth throughout the 1600s, and the relation there is going to be hostile and volatile throughout the colonial period. The economic base for New England is trade. When we talk about the differences in the New England and the southern colonies, a large part of that is going to be the trade that New England colonies focused on. The harbors, the ships, and just the number of traders in that area is going to become the economic base for the New England colonies.